The battle for Kunduz started before dawn as Afghan government troops tried in vain to hold back the advance of the Taliban. But despite a fierce firefight, they were forced to abandon much of the city, allowing the Taliban to run amok. This was the moment some 700 prisoners were freed from a jail, many of them hardened Taliban fighters who were able to casually stroll away and rejoin their victorious comrades as they swept through the city. As the white Taliban flag was raised over Kunduz's central square, fighters posed for photos in the city. Propaganda is a weapon of war the Taliban are well versed in. What a contrast with the scenes 14 years ago when the US-backed Northern Alliance were the ones storming into Kunduz, routing the Taliban as their regime collapsed. During the NATO-led war, the Taliban fought a fierce insurgency, but in recent years they have retaken much of the south and west of the country, nearing the capital Kabul. The fall of Kunduz would be significant as the Taliban could consolidate its control of the north and would be its first conquest of a city since the regime was toppled in 2001.
It's not just a setback, it's a major catastrophe for Afghanistan. That's because it is where it is and what it is. This is the first time since the Americans moved into Afghanistan in 2001, in 14 years, when a provincial capital has fallen to the Taliban after a huge amount of very heavy fighting. It's now happened. Very, very symbolic.
It's allowed the Taliban to seize weapons and equipment today paraded in online videos. After the West's trillion-dollar war against the Taliban, its fighters still pose a potent threat well outside their Pashtun heartland. Dan Rivers, ITV News.